could be mistaken for a traffic cone in his own motorcade. He thinks that the right to bear arms is allowing Melania to wear something strapless. It's generally a good idea to vote for the candidate that the Ku Klux Klan doesn't like. Interestingly enough, Make America Great Again is already the national model of Uruguay. Who knew? Canada will feel left out without a wall of its own. The whites-only house just doesn't have the same ring to it. He liked Ramsey Bolton. He thinks Roe v. Wade is the latest fight at the MGM Grand. He tells it like it is. Oh, by the way, it had a stroke. How long can we keep poor Chris Christie tied up until we send him upstate to run free on a pizza farm? Gold-capped Corinthian columns are not critical infrastructure projects. Your uncle will be insufferable at Thanksgiving. And it's nice to have a slobbering, obedient presidential pet in the White House, but does it have to be Mike Pence? He wears a toupee because his scalp contains the map to dry land. It's not too late to have President Chafee. You may have felt the burn, but you'll never forget the chafing. Actual slogan. Probably why he didn't do so well. He might crush his tiny hands when he goes to take the oath. Our kids will ask why the Lorax is now president, and why he flip-flopped on his most fundamental policy position. 36% of his tweets are butt dials. Trump is pleased to release all of his emails. I mean, 90% of them are just LinkedIn requests from Meatloaf. Those who can do, teach. And those who can't teach found Trump University. In Donald Trump's America, medieval times will serve as a bright vision of the possibilities of tomorrow. He's so against political correctness that he often makes it a point just to be incorrect in general. Trump supporter Tom Brady is taking his case all the way to the Supreme Court, which makes sense given that it is the nation's highest authority on white man shriveled balls. He thinks the gold standard is a 24-karat plated toilet. He won't just pardon the turkey, he'll put it in charge of one of his casinos. The governor of Oklahoma recently said that Donald Trump was a racial healer. That's the joke. I mean, the founding fathers wore wigs. He doesn't like Han Solo, because he was captured. You can't be a racist, fascist dictator without a thick, luxurious mustache. Who are you gonna call? Ivanka! It doesn't sound the same, does it? He said that his net worth varies, sometimes with his own feelings, currently putting his estimated wealth somewhere between peckish and constipated. Trump has claimed that he has great timing. When asked to elaborate, he said, well, 34 seconds is all anybody really needs. Who else will guard the bridge and demand gold from all who would pass? He claims he's never imbibed in alcohol or drugs, and he's still this crazy. Do you really want to elect a president whose hats require reading? Bowie? Prince? It's already been a hard enough year, God. He has single-handedly plundered one of the world's greatest natural resources, exotically named foreign women. He thought Lincoln's House Divided speech was a how-to for flipping properties. It'll be 4 more years of everyone doing a Trump impression. Wait, I thought we agreed no more white guys for a while. Mike Tyson is totally unqualified to be Secretary of State. He'd be much better at Treasury. I mean, you know eventually the Republicans are going to pull out the rug from on top of him. He declined an invitation to speak at the NAACP, saying that he really wasn't interested in college sports. If your boss is giving you the day off to vote, you might as well just run those errands to Costco. It's a better use of your time. When asked about his thoughts on ICBMs, he reiterated his long-standing belief that if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. He wants the Statue of Liberty to show just a little bit more leg. He once pretended to be his own PR person in order to make himself seem more popular. When informed of this, Martin O'Malley said, "You can do that?" When told that several athletes were pulling out of the Olympics due to Zika, he immediately asked for her number. We need a woman in the White House, not a